All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Space Brothers, episode 59.
Oh my god, we had a backstory.
Yep, the unlikely brotherhood of Pico and Bold, and there was a third.
And there was a third.
But they're not really here right now.
Yeah. The dreams did not all make it outside of the small mining town.
But, hopefully their friend did. Hopefully he's not just like dead or something. That would suck.
What? Why would you even say that?
Hey, I just have...
What kind of twisted brain came up with him dead? This is Space Brothers.
I have been tortured by seeing trios of dreaming brothers that are all together, and then, something really terrible happens.
This is not a battle shonen.
Yeah, no, I know. I know.
Dead. No. He fell down a mining shaft.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He's never to be seen from again.
Even a staircase can be dangerous,
It's
Caleb.
true.
You can never be too sure.
Oh my god.
Hopefully just his dreams are dead.
This guy.
But
I would very much like to see his dreams die, though. I genuinely think that actually it would be very cool to see the three of them go very separate paths on their ways out of here. Because I feel like the realistic side of this show and the way it's so grounded is that while Muta might be the lucky one, like
most
literally
aren't.
just the lucky one, most are not.
Yep.
And even if you have a dream that carries you and your belief all the way from childhood, like Hibito did, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going anywhere.
Right.
But even if we don't end up showing that, we've got our three little idiots at the bar here.
Yep.
Having a conversation with the three of them sounds like a great time.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this. Yeah, where is it?
俺の思い出の品だ。お前には関係ねえ。あれどこに入れたっけポケットにどん
A lot.
Proper
Let me
pack
tell you.
rat.
道具も売ってんだよ。おお、あった。これだ。
Just keeps it in his pocket.
まだそんなもの持ってたんですか
You don't have yours? Yeah.
ね
Yeah, let's see you look back, Bold.
鉱山で露天掘りの就職説明会が
Just those sounds being something that sends him back.
前回行かなかったんだろう、ビンス。
Nope.
今回はちゃんと行けよ。
But I'm not interested in the mine.
楽してきたぞ。うちの子が説明会に来るように指導してくださいってな。
Yay.
We love lazy parenting.
The amount of feeling that we're getting in Vince's expressions back then.
Things changed.
Yep.
Yep.
Just in case we missed the implication last episode.
Yeah.
ピコ、今日のミーティングは、あれ、ピコ、どうしたその顔。
Oh,
Oh,
hey.
okay. All right.
親父だ。悪いリック、今日はロケットのミーティング行けねえわ。
Okay.
All right.
あ、でも日曜は空いてんだろ。
Nope. Never
Nope.
again.
この買い出し、付き合えよ。じいちゃんが車出してくれるんだ。ごめん。日曜は鉱山で説明会なんだ。
Damn.
Oh, it's that
Uh-huh.
specific of a threat.
いや。
And yet these are the two that end up actually making it all the way.
Right.
Whereas we don't know what happens to Rick. Interesting.
ちゃんと足元を見てないから転ぶんだ、リック。
I think there's a metaphor there somewhere.
お前もあの二人のように正しい選択をしろ。
あの二人
That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
待てよ、お前
them.
ら。何の冗談だ。
They didn't tell him.
Yeah, because it's betrayal. It's they don't want to face him.
誓いのサイン、今日の分だ。
It's wild that maybe even going to technical school ends up actually getting them the know-how to potentially make it even further.
誓えない。
That would be nuts.
Yeah.
自分のことは自分で分かってるつもりだ。
And it's your
テン
father's
ションの上が
fist.
る仕事じゃねえが、鉱山技師も悪くない。
Jeez, the way he's holding the other side, like specifically.
Uh-huh.
本気で言ってんのか。バカ野郎。こんなど田舎の町で宇宙に本気で憧れた3人が出会えたんだ。
Right,
Yeah,
right.
do you know what a miracle that is?
お前らのこと兄弟みたいに思ってたんだ。
Oh.
拳を合わせる気がねえんならもういいよ。勝手に鉱山でもどこへでも行って。
I'll go myself.
俺は絶対に諦めねえからな。
Wait, so
Okay.
then did
what
he
happens
make
to
it
him?
and he's just in a different area of things? I
don't
have
know.
to know what happened to him then. Like they've created such a perfect mystery of like I have to know. Like
Yeah.
did he succeed? Is he just in a different industry? Like
Is it that he gives up of his own volition because he's alone, whereas because they were like actively suppressed by their parents, they hadn't really given up?
sure. Yeah.
I love how Space Brothers will be very on the nose with things.
No way.
Oh, come on!
事故で死んだ。僕とピコが説明会に行っていた
Damn.
日曜の午後に。
I was like, there's no way. Like
Right.
and here you go.
接触事故ですね。乗用車の方は凍結した路面
So it was not intentional. Okay.
Yeah, just bad luck.
The living nightmare this would be. Like
Oh, yeah.
you just basically betray him and then he dies like
Immediately.
quickly after.
Yep. Well, doesn't matter what their dads do to him now.
God, the face.
もう2週間経つというのに。
まあ親友のリックがいなくなったんだ。無理もないでしょう。
And that's what it took to get them some slack.
Well, I mean, this is way different than what they were usually doing. They're not.
Oh, sure.
They weren't being absent. They were just not wanting to do the generally accepted cultural thing of the
Oh,
town.
right. They were still going to school and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you pick that back up.
Yeah.
You hold on to that forever. Go back to your spot.
Not even as an intentional meetup, just
No.
because you need to be there.
リックに何度謝っても謝りきれなかった。
僕はもう決めたんだ。迷ってる暇なんてない。
Not at all.
Right. Any day could be your last.
Life is short. Yep.
And
Wow.
there's the voice changing.
Yeah.
上がらねえことにパワー使ってる場合じゃねえ。
And there's Bolt's whole, like, frustration and
Ooh, and potentially another fun implication of him specifically driving so quickly.
right. Yeah.
Taunting death, basically. Same
Well,
thing that
no,
took his friend.
he's competent. It's more.
という名の引力に引き寄せられし二組の同志が世紀の月面ランデブーを果たすのです。
Ring that bell.
ヒップベルとともに歴史のハッチは開かれる。
Yeah.
月面へようこそ。
Yeah.
Osmo!
Oh.
Not bad, kid.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good
Yeah.
job.
But now we're peers. Oh,
That whole thing was on
fantastic.
camera.
俺たちもやっと
Ah.
ナンバーヒビトに会えるわけだ。 ああ、そういやナンバー。さっきまでヴィンさん
Yeah, we skipped through that. Like
Right,
I thought we were
like-
gonna. I thought we were gonna actually like have a conversation
説
there.
教されちゃったよ
Oh, they did
俺
they?
が
Oh,
熱
okay.
出したこととかね、自己管理が甘い、鍛え方が足りないってね
All right.
Oh, that's it.
携帯を探しに戻ったこともあ
Oh,
の判断は禁止しててでした
the mimicry. Nice.
一番成長したと思ってください
Cool. Yeah.
今日はもう寝ようか
Yeah, go get some sleep.
Okay.
参加者ってこんなにいるんだ。
Time for our sponge wheels to.
Carry us into the future.
お佐藤健二ちょっと来い
Hey.
めんどくせえことになった
Oh,
実は昨夜雨が降った
the sponge wheels. Oh no, they'll soak up water.
Oh shit!
周りもここら辺も濡れてねえから気づかなかったろ
Oh no!
一部濡れてる
Yeah.
君らならもう想像ついてるだろう
Uh huh.
もちろんどのチームにとっても悪条件
But yours especially.
もし君らのローバーが濡れた地帯を通る
It could be bad.
スポンジのタイヤがどうなるかスポンジのタイヤはこの砂漠競技じゃ最強
But because it's a desert, the water won't sink in quickly.
Right.
だね雨が降っちまうと
どうしようかケンジ
Quickly
don't know.
put some kind of material on the sponge to waterproof it a
It
little
won't
bit.
matter because you have to put it inside the capsule so it expand. Yeah.
1時間後にはもう空の上だ
That's not a lot of time.
Yeah, maybe
'Cause, like, if
maybe
you-
they'll do theirs last just because they were, the worst team thus far. But there really isn't any specific reason as to why they would do one team first over the other.
Nah.
Like, that's just a kind of a rough guesstimate.
Because what I'm thinking is, if you can apply some kind of material to the sponge that is water resistant, right?
Well, right, but it needs to be something that will allow the sponge to contract
Yeah.
still.
Right.
And most of that kind of stuff that you're talking about isn't, like, it's not going to be something that will stay on the outside unless it has some kind of solid aspect to it. Like, you would need something that, even if it could waterproof it, it's still going to be absorbed into the sponge. Like, the sponge will do whatever it does with liquid.
Right.
So it's like, if you tried to make it hydrophobic in some way, like, it'd probably just make the insides of the sponge hydrophobic, you
well,
know?
because theoretically, well, you need to do a bit, but hopefully not too much. It's just get it through this test, you know?
Right.
You ever watched Old Yeller?
I can't believe it.
Like,
They literally just had, to just give him some kind of a much more, like, slow, tragic, just kind of
Yeah.
dying of his dreams. But no,
nah.
it's just the ice slipped, caused a car accident
I
that
will
didn't
say-
just kill him, like, it, like, guaranteed a slow death. Bro
Right.
drowned in a lake. Like,
Oh
that's...
yeah. No, he literally died below the surface.
Yes.
Like not
It's-
up in the
it's-
air, but like,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's the kind of thing
While
where
looking
you
up
go,
and just-
oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare, and
Yep.
it's also something
Yep.
that feels like evil. Like if
This-
there's any kind of order or fate to the universe,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like fuck the universe, because
Like-
that was mean.
I feel like bringing up the Queen of Staircase isn't too far off now.
No, it
that's-
basically was that, like-
just act of God. Sorry, they're
Yep,
dead.
you're
you
dead.
know, like
Had nothing to do with him potentially like despairing and losing
sure.
heart or anything like
nah,
that.
nothing like that.
Nope.
And it's literally the other thing that just makes me hate it even more is that it's literally the thing that the adults that were terrible were warning him about, but they were twisting it into an analogy for his future rather than no, he literally just died because another driver skidded on ice and that's that.
Right. And there's not too much to read deep into it other
No.
than basically just
Horrible thing happened.
we
and
have
it
a
tortured the
we have a
characters.
tragic backstory.
Yep.
And we were able to empathize very strongly with Bold and Pico and Vic. But
Damn.
the emotions and the personalities of Bold and Pico were very different
Yes.
from their adult counterparts back then. So the idea that we had to have some kind of dramatic thing to shake up everything.
Right.
I thought it was going to be basically that the group would split up and they would go their separate ways, and Rick would kind of abandon his dream because he wasn't with the group anymore. And they would hold tight together through the school process. But it's he's the one that was actually the most passionate about it, so he would never give up on that.
Right.
So then he just dies.
Yeah.
So we're literally carrying a piece of our best friend with us everywhere we go.
Yep.
So the idea that you, Bold, don't have it on you is like insulting to Pico. It's like, what the hell? What do you mean you don't have it?
Right.
Where is it? Like,
Yeah.
you don't have it with you? Do you not care
The
about
fuck,
his
my
memory?
guy? Yeah.
Yeah, and so the other thing we needed explained was, why does Vincent Bold have such a specific tick to his personality? And I like what they brought up with this here, is that life is short. So why would I waste time transiting between places? No, I'm going to go fast. I'm going to live maybe a little bit aggressively.
Sure.
But
Yep.
yeah, and then also it being something where he's such a good driver, despite driving dangerously fast, to almost, like you were saying earlier, but I don't know if it's something where he's taunting death as much as he is more being like, this will never happen to me.
Right.
Despite needing to go so fast, I'll get so good at this specific area
that will not happen.
That will not happen to me. It cannot.
Yep.
But then you have poor Pico, who basically in a lot of ways has so disappeared into his work and then all of his little coping mechanisms just to make sure that he never has a bad day. Like he never has not a bad day, but he's never low. Like he has alcohol, he has sugar, he has little toys, little games. It's like he doesn't want his mind to ever sit still and be like obviously he has his on-off switch.
Totally.
Which that's probably more in that he's passionately engaging his work and everything.
Yeah.
But the off switch is almost like no, it's not really that he's off. It's that he's distracted. He's buzzing. He's doing... And I always thought of that being something where he has like an addictive personality. He just can't He just can't sit still. He's maybe got that little bit of ADHD or something. But no, it might actually just be that he doesn't like thinking or feeling things like deeply in the same way that Bold doesn't. But Bold's gone full military where he's like...
Yeah, because the idea of Bold turning out this way as a result of the military...
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
It does.
But then there's the question of why go into the military, especially with what we saw of him, right? You know, and I was thinking that it was going to go into something where his, dad would end up beating him like, Pico's dad did with him or something like that. And then it's I'm
going to get so strong.
I need to get out of here, and I'm also going to get so strong that you fucking try it, old man.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I like that in some ways we only have to, guess a little bit at what Bold's reasoning was for this, but I can think of a couple. One, he can't be taken away. Like, once he's in the military, he's in. Like, no one can come in and be like, we're going to take you out. It's like, no, he's our property now. Like, in some ways, he chose a different dad, basically, by doing that.
Yeah.
But also, in another aspect, it's I'm going to find the fastest track towards schooling in such a way that would give him money to be able to go and do this stuff.
Right.
And the military is one of the fastest ways that if you're brilliant, and you have a need for just a scholarship to basically do that, you combine that and you basically give them years of your life or what have you. They're like, yeah, we see this as an absolute win.
And especially if you have a situation where maybe you're not going to be able to get that financial baseline.
Right.
In order to get away from a bad family situation or something like that. Well, hey, they're taking care of your food, shelter, and all that. Right?
And then the scholarships.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is kind of a dark, little thing that I'm glad they didn't really go too in depth into it, because in some ways, because we're telling this story from the perspective of a Japanese mangaka, or if this is an original anime, I don't remember, but I think it's a manga. But it probably would have been a bit hard to get into some of the details of that, and also. We're telling Muta and Hibito's story more so than this is just a nice little fun backstory bit here, because we literally sped run through the emotion of it by being like, and your friends.
Right, with the amount of time that was passing in the episode before it went back to the backstory, I'm like, what's going on?
What's going on? Yeah.
This feels weird.
It's Space Brothers pacing.
Well, Space Brothers pacing, but also it's No, there's not much more backstory to tell.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, hey, they had a falling out and then he immediately died.
And they come back and their anger and frustration channels that into their passion and their die-hard serious, never giving up.
Yep. And then as far as the conversation with Muta, no, it doesn't end up being that much of a conversation. He knows that they're friends and things like that, but they're certainly not going to like share their life story about this friend that died and all that stuff. No, that's for us. That's for us so that we have that extra context. And with regards to him, it's just like, hey, you wouldn't have been able to pull shit like that on the moon. That just wouldn't have been possible. But also, hey, good job. You had all those things go wrong. That means you had more opportunities to learn.
And also because you've shared in that little bit of similarity to us as our friend Rick had, in that you've you never gave up. You pushed through all the way, and I can see that while you're a little bit of an idiot at times,
sure,
we're cheering you on, and I kind of like that little thing of, oh, here's our dark-haired kind of idiot to get attached to them, the two kind of geniuses, if you will, and it's like, fun.
And even if the only encouragement that Bold gives Muta is the same kind of encouragement that Azuma gave Hibito of just and then it's like,
we take those
borderline tears, just like, thank you.
But speaking of Azuma, having him have this scene with Hibito and us getting to see it in that way, actually, while Muta gets to watch the live stream of it.
What's not to like?
Oh, what's not to like? There's a lot of build up to that, and that felt really good.
But I will say, the more, especially with they're not going to do it because they gave us the scare in space. But like, the fact that it's Rick, he's just freaking dead, and then it's like, all right, now 4 days till Hibito's like return.
Oh
I'm just like,
they're trying to
dig the you wouldn't like
you wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that. Like, that'd just be like,
that'd be cruel.
Come on.
That'd be evil.
We've been through this.
We have, yeah. So, that all being said, we now have all the emotional context and stakes, if you will, for this re-entry.
Yep.
But we also have a waterlogged desert.
Right.
Which is fun.
Yep.
Because then it's like, oh, do they just postpone it? Because, like, this is a bad testing time for even just the moon. Because the moon doesn't have water and also or anything like that.
Right.
So,
to say nothing of, like, the weather that they would have for, like, launching rockets and things like that. Although, I guess this is more for, getting onto the moon itself. But
yeah.
But I do like this from the standpoint of, hey, the sponge idea, it's a good idea. Even Pico's like, that's solid.
It's great.
But, oh, hey, here's this very specific environmental difficulty that comes up. You have potentially as little as an hour to fix it before...
Yeah. Somehow got to make your wheels hydrophobic.
Yep.
But they're sponges. So that's like the direct opposite of what a sponge wants to be.
You get one of those like spray things that gets advertised where it's like, spray this on your leather jacket, and and then it shows the
problem is
they
that
take the hose and it just the water just runs off of it.
The problem is that that's just gonna get absorbed into the sponge. I don't know if it's gonna be that simple.
Yeah.
But all right, okay. Fun problem. This episode was a little bit rough in the beginning with how much recap and stuff and everything.
It was a lot.
It was just a lot.
Yep.
But the emotion and everything of it and the pain and voice acting of everything just pulled that.
That's a dirty below the belt trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really did not think they would do that because of the type of show that this is. But I guess.
Then they went there.
You were right.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there. All this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.